and welcome to the Bowl Show. All thanks to Bowls Australia, powered by Tripper Deal. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripper Deal. It's been a fast start to the Bowl Show for 2026, and today shows no signs of slowing down as we close in on the final stages of the BPL 22 finals night at Club Pine Rivers. As always, I'm joined by Bowls Australia's Val Febbo. Hello, Val. How are you?
I'm great, Jordan. Great to be back with you once again. I'm pumped for today's match. When we get to the finals of BPL, there's always a sense of atmosphere. There's always a sense of anticipation. It's a brilliant time to be around bowls, to watch bowls, and to be immersed in it because the atmosphere is always just so good. So I'm pumped.
Well, on today's show, the Sydney Lions have been the stars of the show to begin 2026, but today we move away from the Sydney Lions for the time being, and the BPL 22 semi-final between the Moama Steamers and the Perth Suns. And just quickly, how great is it to see the Perth Suns right in the midst of finals night, Val? We haven't covered them much here on the Bowl Show.
No, and I think you and I both haven't covered the Perth Suns on the Bowl Show as of yet. I think that was back in the Jack Heverin days that was the case. So it's been a long time, 4.5 years in fact, from February 2021 to October 2025 that they didn't make the finals. But what a return it's been for the Perth Suns, finishing second on the table, their highest ever finish. They're the only BPL franchise never to have won a final. So can they change that?
Well, that's on the line here today. Stay tuned to find out. Of course, we wouldn't be here without Aero Bowls, advanced engineering delivering unmatched line consistency. Be sure to visit Aero Bowls and get your hands on these premium bowls. As we always do, let's open with some news from across the bowls world, and this is all thanks to OMF. Better sleep, better performance, every match, every day. And two of Australia's most influential bowls administrators have been inducted into the second lot of inductees for the World Bowls Hall of Fame. Dr. Neil Benjamin, OBE, and Betty Collins, OAM, are joining 9 other compatriots in the illustrious group. Val, what can you tell us about both Neil and Betty, who have dedicated a lot of their work to the advancement of bowls, both in Australia and around the world?
Yeah, both have been incredible custodians of the sport, and what they've done from off the green has been so influential. And Neil Benjamin was one that was able to start the World Bowls Championships in its current form, and the way that, not in its current form I guess, but he wanted an event separate to the Commonwealth Games, because in 1966 in Kingston, it's the only games where bowls hasn't featured because they just didn't have the facilities in Jamaica. So he wanted an event that could coincide, that would give the world's best the opportunity to play and compete for some really big medals, and the World Bowls Championships is still going today, which is quite incredible. And Betty Collins was responsible with unifying the sport of bowls in this country, making it one singular body for not just the Australian Women's Bowling Federation, but just Bowls Australia in the World Championships as we know it today, getting all the men, women and para in the same event. So she is an incredible individual, and what she's been able to do and what she was able to do for the sport, and still going as well. She is an amazing lady. So very, very worthy recipients of Hall of Fame honours for World Bowls. Absolutely, very much deserving for those two to get into the World Bowls Hall of Fame, which is fantastic. Let's move on to Have You Heard? All thanks to Audica. Be hearing healthy with Audica. And Val, what is our Have You Heard for this week? Shameless plugs, Jordan. Shameless plugs. We love it here. The Right Line, Bowls Australia's official podcast. Have a listen, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from. We are there. That's hosted by... Guess who? You? Myself, yes. But no, it's a good platform where I'll interview some of the world's best and up-and-comers, former international stars, just especially in the lead-up to the Com Games. There's going to be so much content and so much coming out. It's one of our big avenues for storytelling and finding out more about these athletes, and it's incredible to delve into some of their minds and find out more about them that we didn't already know. So make sure you listen, make sure you subscribe, Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from, really, we're there. So make sure you hit the button. If you thought he was good on this program, just wait till you have a listen to the Right Line. I'm worse. Yeah, no, he's way better, way better. Make sure you tune in. All right, let's get stuck into today's feature match on the Bowl Show, the semi-final of the BPL 22 competition. Val, take us through who will line up for both the Moama Steamers and the Perth Suns. Yeah, the Steamers, Aaron Sheriff, we know what he's done at the BPL. He has won everything there is to win. He's a 6-time MVP, 5-time champion heading into this tournament. You've got Cass Millerick, who's won it before, Matty Bouse on debut, and coach Kevin Anderson. Then you've got the Suns. Carl Healy's never featured in a BPL final series, neither has Ben Leggett. Christina Van Nierop has, but that was all the way back in BPL 10, so it's been a long time between drinks, and they've got Bill Brandsma as their coach. Can the Suns rise, or will the Steamers keep chugging along? Who knows?
That's a good tease, Val. Our coverage of the semi-final of the BPL 22 competition begins right after this break. Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Tripper-Deal. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripper-Deal. We're here at Club Pine Rivers in Brisbane for the semi-final at the BPL 22 competition. Let's crack into the action.
Perth Suns 3-zip after 2 ends. Well, Kevin Anderson. He has gone the early power play. That is his specialty. Perth are not overawed by the moment.
The first set form is what we've been hearing about, and it's continuing.
Yeah, it sure is. Ranked first in the BPL for first set wins. And second for defending the power play. That's what they're going to have to do here.
Yeah, it's a big end of bowls in the context of the first set. If Perth can defend this power play, they'll definitely be odds on for the first set. Matty Bowes, it's a handy start. Cole likes it out the hands. Good body language. Needs it to hurry. Sounds like hail, Clive.
That was a good prelude, Clive. And he's teaming down on the canopy. Just as Carl arrived for his second shot.
Would have been better if you predicted it, Scotty.
Matty Bowes just going again.
Two arriving, two passing.
Yeah, must reach with this one, Carl. Foot behind, 2 foot behind would be perfect. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty good leading.
Matty Bowes, can he get one on the jack?
Not quite. Perth looking the goods early here. Played a pretty solid set so far.
Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripper-Deal. Perth Suns are looking in fine form.
Chrissy's just got to hurry. Not quite. Doesn't make it any easier for Aaron though.
So Omar. Wanted to turn.
Good speed. Needs to turn also. She's done pretty well here. Holding 3. Big shot this one.
It's still open for that forehand draw with precision.
Aaron Sheriff would back himself to draw this. Don't know that he's out there.
It's a big crack of lightning not too far from here at Club Pine Rivers.
Which year was it that we had to take a break? Was that last?
It was last year, and it happened twice. Yep.
This very venue. Looking to cut some off. Definitely open for Omar.
Big shot here.
With the power play.
The great man looking to make an adjustment.
Aaron Sheriff. Pressure moment.
Got to clear the front. Get a seed. He's gone through the hole.
They gave it every chance. It's another big collect for the Suns. That's 3. 6 shots to zip after 3 ends. And they dispose of the Steamers' power play. And Bill Brandsman wants to make sure of this. Not even send it to a 5th end. They can take this one out.
Dream start for Perth Suns. They've played well.
You couldn't have scripted it much better, could you, from the Perth perspective?
Yeah, we could have excused a few nerves, a little bit of excitement, but I mean, perhaps that's the advantage of having Carl Healy leading in a way, because Carl's been there and done it before. He would just have a determination here rather than nerves.
Yeah.
Perhaps having him up front is a real good settler for the Suns here.
Yep, it's definitely proven to work this week.
Carl right onto the jack with his first. Just looking to pass. Setting up Perth well. They had such belief coming into the week, Carl Healy, that they would deliver, and that has been proven correct in a big way.
What do you make of the boys swapping around for Moama, Clive? Just change things up?
Sorry, what's that?
Omar leading.
Oh, right, yeah, well, I mean,
What do you make of the change?
They've done it throughout the day. They have tried a couple of different combinations. So if Omar's not quite feeling it, maybe an opportunity for him to just kind of find his draw and get ready for the second set might be what they're looking at.
He's on the attack.
Sometimes as a skipper, you can get stuck having to attack all the time.
Yeah, and chasing
your
lines.
Your game's lost. So they're down 6-0. Look, they'd still feel like they're a chance because Matty Bowes is still a quality skipper to play. But maybe there's just that hint of, let me get ready for the second set. Let me find my draw game.
Yeah.
So Christina, can they get it done in 4 ends?
Just passing the jack into a little cover bowl position. Bousey would really like to open this up with his first bowl.
The Suns have been close to perfection, really, in the way they've played this first set.
It's flawless.
Not far away, just on the outside.
Super attempt.
Really no need for Christina to go anywhere near this. It's all about trying to cover what happens if things move. It's come up a little short here. It's going to count, I think.
Well, third wood, Carl's happy.
And it's away from the other two. That's the important thing. Matty Bowes with more weight.
Clear the front.
That sends the Suns bowl right back to the respot mark. Just needs to land one amongst those Steamers bowls about 2 metres past the jack, Scotty. There is actually an opportunity for value there for the Steamers at the moment.
Well, that's all they've really got on. Sort of shot bowl through the jack with a yard or two. Potentially could have made 2 or 3.
This is perfect from Christina Van Nierop.
She's covered. So they're looking at the kill now.
Interesting to see if it will kill.
Matty Bouse.
The angle will send it close if he gets onto the front. No contact.
So that'll be it for the first set. The Perth Suns, I think you're right, Clive. That's 3 doubles to 6. 12 shots to nil. That really was near perfect for the set.
Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Tripper Deal. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripper Deal. Let's get back to the Bowls action.
He has that feel about him. His last 12 to 18 months has been really impressive in WA.
Yep.
Just taking his game to another level.
Yep. State singles winner.
Yeah, well, he's got that coming up. You know, there's a
Yep.
chance for an Australian title. He's in the WA state team. Made his debut last season.
Yep. Looking forward to the trip down to Tasmania.
Yeah, I'll have the pleasure of being on the same rink as Benny in Tassie. We're looking forward to visiting fine Tasmania.
Sunny Devonport, mate. I'm pretty close to that area, so no, we'll hopefully turn on a good bit of weather and it'll be a fantastic week of bowls. 2 weeks of bowls, actually. Northwest coast of Tasmania.
So Carl Healy on the forehand. That's just because he doesn't want to arrive on the Perth Suns bowl on the backhand, basically. It looks like he's just struggling for the speed.
Yep. It's fallen for that trap, and that is the difference in the speed of this green. You know, you've got one side of the seam that's just running probably a second quicker than the other.
Two different pieces of carpet, essentially. Big weight, massive weight from Aaron Sheriff. That didn't look like he quite got that away the way he would have liked.
I've got no words.
Bigger weight than we normally see from Aaron Sheriff. It looked like he was trying to negotiate the seam a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think Carl's seen that shot and he's quickly gone to try to get around the back of the rink, cover the tee, cover the splash of the jack.
Hasn't really done that.
No. I reckon Omar will be lining up again here.
This reaching weight is more the type of weight we see Aaron Sheriff play. And he generally plays it very well. He's dropped this under. Out of there. Probably is.
Ben was just having a look to see if Cass's bowl was to rock out there, if they would have 3, but I reckon Cass must have 2 seconds, so we're just going to try to draw a shot in the forehand here.
Well, he's closer.
Very close.
The weight's got him right in the area. Great shot from Carl Healy. Didn't touch a thing. Now, it's 2. We did talk about these being measures earlier on. Ben says, no, can't get anything out of that.
2 double to 4 for Perth. They will take the lead. Power play activated from Kevin Anderson and the Steamers.
Well, that was crucial. And the second draw shot was absolutely crucial given the power play.
Yep. Yep. 2 doubles at a 4 gives Perth the advantage in this set now. So another big end now awaits with Moama calling their power play.
Well, if Perth win this end, it's going to leave the Steamers needing at least 3 on the final end.
At least, yeah. They need to win the set. A draw won't get them anything in this game.
And this is massive. in the context of a spot in the grand final.
Ben Leggett looking for that correction.
Looks like he's done a reasonable job doing that.
You could have excused him for massively overdoing that, given his first one was 1.5 meters short.
Yeah, Carl will be very happy with that finishes.
Cass, the Malama Bowling Club, local. Second set specialist for the Steamers.
On applause already from Aaron Sheriff. If Aaron Sheriff's applauding, you know it's close. I'm not getting that judgment wrong very often. Well, Ben would love to just turn that bowl once. That's not a bad result at all. That opens things up for Carl Healy.
Yeah, fantastic little shelf there off his own. Landed bowl clean, trailed the jack. I think Cass is we are looking to change these angles up.
We almost have to play this like you're down if you're Cass. Look to trail the jack, look to move it. Down off the Perth Suns bowl works too. Just going to be under the line. And the confident Carl Healy strides up the other end, looking to put this one away for the Suns.
If you're looking to do the big lap or maybe head down to Moama for BPL 23, make sure you look no further than Titanium Caravans. Go off-road and off-grid in total luxury. www.titaniumcaravans.com.au.
We'll be down in Moama in February for another edition of the BPL. You should be making your plans now to get there.
It comes around quick, doesn't it, from Club Pine Rivers to Moama? Just a few months away already.
It certainly does, and we just look forward to this week so much. I think everybody does. It's whether you're at home watching or whether you're immersing yourself in it right here. It's just a fantastic celebration of bowls. I think 2013 was the first edition. It's just grown and grown to the massive showcase it is now.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear Dylan talk about it this week when he was a part of the first one, and it's just saying that he never imagined it to turn into the event that it has today, and that's a fantastic shot by Carl Healy. Trails Jack right through, makes it hard for the Steamers to score a multiple by the looks of it, which, if Perth are able even to defend this to a one shot for Aaron, it makes it pretty simple for the next. They just have to win the next end.
Yeah.
So dropping one here is not the end of the world.
So interesting as well to hear from the likes of Kane Nelson and Jack McShane, who grew up watching the event and now they're involved. And was it Kane, Clive, who came up and said Dylan Fisher was someone he really got behind and supported as a youngster?
Certainly was, yep. And, Dylan was very successful as a young man in the sport. And, he's still playing fantastic bowls.
Oh, he's been brilliant this week.
Carl Healy nailed this jack. He probably needs to pick it up now. And he hasn't. Well, opportunity looms for the Moama Steamers.
It's not in the worst spot. There probably was a little chance there that Aaron could have trailed the jack for make a big number, 3 or 4, and he's stopped it with that bowl. So it's actually a reasonable bowl. So Aaron will be just looking to draw a toucher here for 2.
Tell you what, there's not too many people you'd want playing this bowl more than this man.
I would say no one.
He's urging it to run. I don't know about the speed here. It's not going to get there. Now, has he definitely got the shot with that bowl that's passed? Appears to us that it looks a measure, and that's where we're going. Well, this measure's huge.
Yeah, a lot riding on this. Lead depending on it going into the fifth end.
Not even going to extend out.
It means the Steamers will retake the lead 5 shots to 4 off the back of the power play.
Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Tripper Deal. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripper Deal.
Now it's just a case of win the end for Perth and book your place in the grand final, and they've got last bowl to do it. So Carl Healy knows he's going to have an opportunity to put Perth straight into the grand final.
Yeah, Perth have to win one of the next 2 ends, and Miami have to win both of the next 2 ends. So Perth's chances are just slightly higher at the moment, but we all know what Miami's Steamers are capable of. So
who can get to the jack first? And Cass has done a solid job with her first.
it'll be interesting to see the Steamers pull out ditch length as well, change it up.
Perth have preferred medium to long throughout the tournament. Ben looking to run the trip here. Well, even honours really. Both teams will be looking for that elusive, really, front toucher. So you can hide that jack away,
yep,
and then you can plan for what's happening after that.
Yeah. With the respot in play, that front toucher just becomes even more important. The back touch is nice, but it does mean the end's probably going to get killed.
You'll take that.
It's pretty close to a back toucher.
Well, that's huge for the Steamers. Cass Millerick just continues to play her role to perfection.
Ben Leggett is interested in this. He's pretty close, Clive. So he's a hold on.
Drop under, I think.
It's a fantastic reply.
Right home. So a challenge for Cass now. She'd love another close one, but I think this needs to pass. She'll be thinking about getting this one past. Last thing she wants to do is land one jack high. There's the speed on it.
She just needs to stay on the rink now.
I think it will just drop in.
Oh,
no, it
ow.
just stayed up. Look at that, went as far as it can go.
Bit of relief on Omar's face that that stopped up. He knows how important that bowl is finishing on the rink. Gets a tee, gets a ditch.
He's working on that edge. The edge on carpet greens, generally you fall in rather than fall back.
We've seen a lot of good draw bowling to the ditch so far this game, though.
Oh, haven't we? All right, well, the angles are good for the Steamers at the moment. There's not an awful lot for Carl Healy to play to here. He's really just got to draw up there and try and just nudge the jack or sit the bowl just with a foot away.
Ben set the head up reasonably well for him, considering Cass has such a close bowl. You know, it gives Carl every chance to be confident, play a confident draw, touch the jack, land the bowl.
Aaron Sheriff gets some assistance.
It's up to you, mate. You have got the spot.
It's a good bowl. Did he want one there that Carl Healy can land on? Probably say no.
I think Carl's chances have slightly increased here.
He's going big now. Looking to mix this up. Missed. As soon as you're dropping just under the centre line, you're going to be lucky if your bowl hangs on, because it does want to get away just off that centre line.
Yeah, and sometimes it also pushes out the other way. So I think that forehand shot's not the easiest of shots to get under Ben's front one. And Omar is just going to make it even harder. Just to see if Carl commits to this shot or if he goes back to the backhand. Looks like he's lining up.
Very well placed blocker from Omar.
This is
wind up.
Now. How does he get the angle to make it work? He does it like that. Now.
Jack has stayed in bounds.
Yeah. The jack has not gone out of bounds. So there is now, what are we saying, 4 feet of room to draw the shot.
Yeah, Carl has a bowl in the ditch, but it's a long way away. Cass has one in front, and I think Cass's wing bowl was shot. But Omar's going to have to get closer than that, I reckon, the way Carl's going.
And we would expect Aaron Sheriff to get closer than that, knowing what he can achieve.
Aaron Sheriff drawing to the plinth.
He's out very wide. He's out very wide. It's coming home.
It's going to pull up.
That's a brilliant shot.
I mean, how brave have you got to be to chuck it that wide to start with? Even Ben Leggett's appreciated that shot and clapped it. Carl is going to call a timeout, sorry,
I was going to say, it leaves such a small gap for Carl to work with.
He's going to have to play to land that, I think. I don't think he can play to draw it.
Definitely.
They've called a timeout. He's taking his time. And if he lands this, he might be a contender for bowl of the night.
He caught the last jack flush. He do similar. Can he sink the Steamers and put the Suns through to the BPL final?
Urging it to hold on.
He hasn't got the juice. So this is going to a tiebreak.
Aaron Sheriff holds. Tiebreak indeed.
Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Tripadeal. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripadeal. We now head back to our competitors on the green.
There are not too many occasions. Well, first thing is we're not going to see a jack in the ditch attempt. So the Steamers are not going to go with that option, and they're going tee to tee.
Well, she hasn't put it down yet. Wouldn't you like to see it? Ditch the jack.
Tee to tee.
Tee to tee.
With a jack. Allow it to bend a bit more, you think?
Yeah, make it all that sweeter if you pull it off.
Well, she has lost her first bowl in the ditch as Cass, which hands all the advantage to the Suns in terms of now they've got first crack at the jack and they've got last bowl.
Yep.
I don't know about the speed on this.
It's urging it to hurry.
Yep, well, control handed back to Cass Millerick. Shot there of our two coaches, plus our volunteers looking after the shot clocks and the stats for this match, doing a fine job. This one going to pull up for Cass. We do know it runs on a little bit after the tee. That's what's happened. I feel like the crowd had a bit of a relax during this game. I think they've looked at it and gone, well, both sides have got a double chance here, but suddenly everyone's on edge in the tiebreak.
Yeah, that's what the tiebreakers bring. You don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. Bit of luck, good shots.
Ben Leggett with the same
It's all on offer.
sort of weight as Cass. Winning shot has not been played just yet. Matty Bouse on debut. How's the speed? He's not quite there either. So it falls to the stalwart of the Perth Suns, Christina Van Nierop. Games record holder for the Perth Suns. Can she launch the Suns into the grand final?
She's been sitting for this second set after a stellar first.
There's a lot of interest.
Needs to run all the way now. That's good enough for shot.
1 metre correction from Matt Bouse here. Still a lot of room.
Needs to clear. It hasn't.
Just a small correction as well for Chrissy. She's there for shot.
Needs to find about half a metre, 2 feet on her first attempt. Feels like she's urging that to slow down as she's let it go. She's urging it to slow. Well,
it'll count.
It feels like with Aaron Sheriff having 2 shots at that, he will draw the shot with one of his bowls. It's just the big moment man that he is.
I'll be backing one of these 2 skips to be playing the winning bowl here.
I agree. Backhand for Aaron Sheriff. Interesting choice. He's trotting down after it. Carl Healy, I think, is assuming that he's just going to draw it. And that assumption is spot on because Aaron Sheriff does it.
Big moment. He delivered again. Now Carl Healy will have to respond.
Bowl is sticking out there, so Carl has options here. He can either choose to draw the shot or he can play the land to bowl out.
He's going for the bowl. Solid weight. Looking for the bowl. Oh, wow. Everything bounced around, but it's still one to the Steamers. There is a very clear look at that bowl now, though. Aaron Sheriff strides back. Down to single figures on the shot clock, calls a timeout.
Just taking a moment here.
He has to draw another counter. There's too clear a look at that bowl. And it's latched onto the Perth bowl, which means if you make contact with the Perth bowl, it probably goes as well.
Yep.
Backhand again.
He
Best his previous effort.
Well, he's fallen out. Maybe gets in Carl's eye a little.
I don't think it's in its eye, but I think it might just create a little bit of doubt.
That's the point. All right, well, this is it.
Whether Carl backs off.
Who's in the grand final? Who's in the grand final? He's missed. He's just missed. And it's the Steamers that go into the grand final. The Suns will live to fight another day, but the Moama Steamers book a place in the BPL 22 final.
Welcome back to the Bowl Show, all thanks to Tripadil. Roll into your next bucket list holiday today with Tripadil. It's only our 3rd episode of the 2026 season, and we've seen 3 tiebreakers so far in the BPL 22 finals night. We're 3 from 3 so far. Val, this BPL is providing all the hallmarks of what high-stakes bowls can be. How lucky are we?
3 tiebreaks, quite incredible, and what a match it was to decide who goes through to the grand final. And it is the Steamers in the end, but geez, they were made to work for it. That first set, that was just all Perth. Christina Van Neerup, what a tournament she had. She was actually one of the 2 best skips in the competition in terms of stats, so quite incredible. I think she might have been the best in terms of her sets-won ratio, so incredible tournament from her.
So the Steamers straight into the BPL 22 final. Let's listen into our winners' post-game interview with Lindsay Clark, all thanks to Tripadil.
Here with Super Coach Kev again. Your team's got to go off and get ready for the grand final later. First team into it, how does it feel?
Yeah, pretty good, Linny. We didn't deserve to win that game, I'll be honest. I'll apologise to the people of Western Australia. We've just absolutely robbed you, but that's BPL, so we'll take the rough for the smooth. Yeah, we're going to have an hour off now, maybe have a lemonade or something like that, and then we'll be back in an hour. Yep.
Tell us about that win. What does it take to switch off a sort of whitewash in the first set to be able to bounce back? Cass came off the bench outstanding and then fight your way into that tie-break win.
Yeah, Cass it's BPL, and it happens. It's just, every set's different. 12-0, it could be 40-0. It doesn't really matter what the first set is. You win or lose. Thankfully, we won the second set and we got the tiebreaker, so, yeah.
Love it. Well, it's been a few editions since we've had a Steamers in the final, so looking forward to seeing you this time. Have a little break. Good luck and well done.
Cheers, Lenny. Thank you.
Kevin Anderson there from the winning Steamers team, and they are straight into the BPL 22 final, Val.
Yep, and well deserved too. The way that they fought and scrapped this. And look, you could say deserved, you could say they got a bit lucky, but that's the format. You just got to grind it out, and that's exactly what they did. They just switched on. They got themselves into the position that they needed to. They made scores when they needed to. Aaron Sheriff did the right things when he needed to at the back end, and Cass Millerick and Matty Bass were quite incredible. Matty Bass was brilliant in the tiebreak. So yeah, it's tough for Perth, considering they would have felt as though they were probably the rightful winners in terms of the score and all of that sort of stuff, but sets play can be brutal, and the Steamers find their way through to another grand final at BPL.
Yeah, couldn't quite break through the hoodoo for the Perth Suns. All right, Val, who hit the jackpot, all thanks to Keno Go with our play of the day.
Oh, there's only one man, and his name is Aaron Sheriff. The way that he goes about his business in these clutch moments is incredible. He's been doing it for years. He just owns these moments. He wants these moments, and this is what he was able to do in the tiebreak. You can't leave him with too much room, and that's exactly what Perth did here. They left Omar with an eternity of space to get to the jack. You can see Matty Bass and Cass Millerick edging and willing this bowl home, and that is exactly where it ended up, not too far from the jack, and that was the shot that ended up winning the Steamers the contest.
Incredible stuff. Now the moment of the match, all thanks to DrinkWise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise. What's the moment of the match, Val?
This set the tone. N3, set 1, defending a power play, Carl Healy. They're already up by a hefty total. Kevin Anderson loves to play an early power play when they're behind, as the Moama coach. And Carl was just brilliant. As the lead for Chrissy, he just gave her so much to play with. When you're defending a power play, this is exactly how you want your lead to bowl. He was on the money from the very outset. You can see the first one, line spot on. Second one as it comes in now. Chrissy very interested halfway down the rink. You can see this one's coming in absolutely beautifully, and yeah, absolutely wonderful end from Carl Healy, and that's what set up the moment of the match.
So the Perth Suns, they shoot out of the blocks, but as we learn time and time again, Val, it's if you leave Aaron Sheriff enough room in the rink and around the head of bowls, he will make you pay.
As he has done and will continue to do for many, many years to come, Jordan. He's an absolute star, one of the best we've ever seen.
All right, we'll see the Moama Steamers again very soon on The Bowl Show. That's all we have time for today on our edition of this episode of The Bowl Show. But make sure to check out the entire Aero Bowls collection. Advanced engineering delivering unmatched line consistency. Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Jordan.
See you again next week on The Bowl Show. The Bowl Show would not be possible without the generous support of TripADeal. Check out their tour and cruise packages to amazing destinations like Asia, Europe, Antarctica and more. Head to tripadeal.com.au. Aero Bowls. Robotic manufacturing ensures identical sets, consistent line, predictable performance, trusted by the world's best bowlers. DrinkWise. You won't miss a moment if you drink Wise. Keno Go. Hit the jack hot. Win up to 40 million with Keno Go. 18 plus only. Gamble responsibly. OMF. Sleep deeper, recover faster, perform stronger. Wake up refreshed, energised and ready to dominate every game. Ornica. Well, hearing is our expertise. And of course, Bowls Australia.